Hi students, this session I am explaining about Bohr's atomic model. Look at in this Bohr's atomic model, first we should discuss about main postulates. Suppose this is an atom. Atom has central point. Central point of an atom is known as the nucleus. So around the nucleus, this is the shell. Look at first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell, fifth cell, and so on. According to Bohr's theory, look at the first point. Electron revolves around the nucleus in fixed closed circular paths. These paths are called orbits or shells. See here, this is the nucleus. Nucleus has positive charge. Around the nucleus, these are called shells. Electron revolves around the nucleus. So this is the nucleus. Nucleus has positive charge. Here electrons are revolving. So electron charge is negative. So negatively charged electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So these are called orbits or shells. So here electrons are revolving in the shells. Suppose if we take for hydrogen atom, hydrogen has only one electron. The only one electron can revolve around the nucleus. So that is called fixed circular path. That is called an orbit. So always electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the orbits only. So these are the orbits. Look at next point. These are designed as 1, 2, 3, 4 integers or KLMN English letters from the side of the nucleus. So according to this theory, these are orbits. So these orbits are designed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So integers or English letters K, L, M, N, O and etc. So these orbits are designed as 1, 2, 3, 4 integers or KLMN English letters. Look at the next point. The electron revolves in the orbit whose angular momentum is equal to nh by 2 pi. So it means revolving electron mass is m, its velocity is v, and the radius between nucleus to orbit is r. Therefore, the angular momentum mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. Look at here where n is number of orbits 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Where h is Planck's constant, its value 6.625 into 10 power minus 30 joule seconds. And therefore pi equal to 3.14. 2 is integer. So the angular momentum of first orbit mvr is equal to 1h by 2 pi. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So it is 0.5 into h by pi. Suppose the angular momentum of second orbit mvr is equal to 2h by 2 pi. Because n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Where 1 is first orbit, 2 is second orbit, 3 is third orbit and 4 is fourth orbit. So these are the orbits 1, 2, 3, 4. So now second orbit angular momentum mvr is equal to 2h by 2 pi. So 2 get cancelled, it is equal to h by pi. And the angular momentum of third orbit mvr is equal to 3h by 2 pi. 3 by 2 value 1.5 into h by pi. And angular momentum of fourth orbit we can calculate so on like this. Look at next point. Each orbit is associated with a definite amount of energy. So these are called energy levels or energy states or stationary orbits. Suppose the electrons of second orbit are having same amount of energy. That's why that is called stationary states or stationary orbits or stationary shells. So according to these orbits or these shells are having fixed amount of energy. So each orbit or each shell is having some fixed amount of energy. That's why these are called stationary states or stationary orbits. Look at next point. The energy of electron changes only when the electron moves from one orbit to another orbit. Suppose an electron is revolving in a particular orbit. Suppose this is the first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, fifth orbit and so on. If electron is revolving in particular orbit, suppose electron is revolving in second orbit, the energy of the electron is constant, it is the fixed. But now electron jumps from one orbit to another orbit, definitely its energy changes. That is the point. The energy of electron changes only when the electron moves from one orbit to another orbit. It means, suppose an electron is revolving on second orbit. If the electron jumping from second orbit to fourth orbit, its energy changes. Suppose electron jumps from fourth orbit to first orbit, its energy changes. That is the point. Look at next point. If the energy is absorbed, the electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit. And if it loses the energy, the electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit. It means, suppose electron jumps from first orbit to fourth orbit, so it absorbs the energy. Suppose the electron jumps from inner orbit to outer orbit, it increases the energy. So it increases or absorbs the energy. Suppose electron is present on fourth orbit. So electron jumps from fourth orbit to first orbit, it loses energy or it decreases the energy. So that is called electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit. So it loses energy. If electron is revolving in a fixed orbit, no change in energy. But if electron jumps from inner orbit to outer orbit or outer orbit to inner orbit, then only energy will be changing. Look at the next point. The change in energy is given by the formula. It means formula delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. So it means, according to Planck's quantum theory, energy E is directly proportional to frequency. So E is equal to h nu. That's why the difference between any two orbits, this is first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit. First orbit energy is E1, second orbit energy is E2, third orbit energy is E3, and fourth orbit energy is E4. The energy difference between third orbit and fourth orbit, we can take delta E is equal to E4 minus E3 will come. Suppose second orbit and third orbit, energy difference between second orbit and third orbits, delta E is equal to E3 minus E2 will be come. So according to Planck's quantum theory, the energy difference between two orbits, delta E is equal to E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu, where we know nu is equal to c by lambda. That's why delta E is equal to E2 minus E1 is equal to hc by lambda. Next point, for finding the radius of any orbit of an electron, suppose radius of nth orbit of an electron Rn is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m z square. So actually this is a derivation we will discuss in the next video. So radius of an nth orbit Rn is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m z square. So if we substitute all the constant values in the above equation, we will get radius of an nth orbit Rn is equal to 0.529 into n square by z. So this is the formula for calculating radius of any orbit. Look at next point. Calculate the energy of an electron. Here kinetic energy. For calculation of energy, here energy will be two types, kinetic energy and potential energy. So kinetic energy of electron is equal to half mv square, it is equal to Ze square by 2r. Potential energy of electron is equal to minus Ze square by r. Now the total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. It is equal to Ze square by 2r minus Ze square by r is equal to minus Ze square by 2r. Instead of r, if you substitute radius of an nth orbit of an electron Rn is equal to n square h square by 4 pi square m Ze square. If you substitute instead of radius this value, we will get energy of an nth orbit En is equal to minus 2 pi square m z square e power 4 by n square h square. Energy of nth orbit of an electron En is equal to minus 2 pi square m z square e power 4 by n square h square. If we substitute all these constant values, we will get, like hydrogen atoms, En is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 11 by n square erg per atom, or n is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 by n square joule per atom. An nth root of an electron En is equal to minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volt per atom. In case of hydrogen like atoms, energy of nth root of an electron En is equal to minus 13.6 by n square electron volt per atom. 1 electron volt equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Next point, velocity of electron in hydrogen atom V is equal to 2 pi Ze square by Nh. This is the formula for finding velocity of electron. So in case of hydrogen like atoms, if we substitute all the constant values, 2.18 into 10 power 8 by n centimeters per seconds. Next point, Rydberg constant R is equal to 2 pi square m Z square e power 4 by Ch cube. If we substitute all the constant values, we will get 109677 into Z square centimeter inverse. So this value is called Rydberg constant. Next point, number of revolutions per second is equal to velocity by circumference. Velocity is v by circumference 2 pi r. If we substitute these values, we will get 6.66 into 10 power 15 into z square by n cube. Okay, next point, time period of revolution of electron in nth orbit Tn is equal to 2 pi r by v. If we substitute all these values, we will get Tn is equal to 1.5 into 10 power minus 15 into n cube by z square seconds. So this is the Bohr's atomic model. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.